But let's turn the focus to our next match and our final match of the evening between Redneck Brew Club and BBU, Dennys, Nedrys, Jurassic Cars. And you better remember that name because that is the last time that I'm saying it all the way through like that. So for the Redneck Brewing Club, got only 2 players. Dennys, who is a big community caster for the IGL. So if you're not following Dennys, go ahead and follow them as well. Great caster, great person. And we've got Deuce as well. And we've got pretty looking team logos all the way around for the Brewing Esports team logo. Deuce is running a Brewing Esports logo, and Dennys with their own custom personal logo. All looking very nice. And for BBU, which, if I'm not mistaken, means Best Buds United, we've got Big Yoshi making their return to the stream after playing last circuit. And we've got BS14 Cars and Dreiser. Dreiser or Dreezer? I'm going to go with Dreiser. But Redneck looking to keep their offense going this time around. 4 goals per game, with Dennys putting in 2.8 goals per game. The team combining for 2 saves and 0.8 assists per game. So a lot of solo plays from Redneck Brew Club. So we'll see how that works in their favor. It could be that they just get a lot of, like, they just win possession really deep in the field and that there's no need for a passing play. But it could also just mean that they're mechanical gods and also once again don't need their teammates. But for BBU, less impressive on the scoring side. 2.75 goals per game, and B Yoshi, the captain, sitting out last match. A 4.25 saves per game and 1.25 assists per game. So the assist goals ratio more in favor, better looking for BBU. But also let's take a look at their recent results. Redneck Brew Club winning last week's match against 859 3-2. That match casted last Friday by Tankert, and very close overall. So Redneck Brew Club putting in 20 goals across that series. I'm sure they would love to have all of those goals keep on coming into this week. And BBU, less fortunate than Redneck was. They fell 1-3 to Cosmic Esports E. Scored 11 goals across those 4 matches. So some tough luck last week, but we'll see how they can turn things around against Redneck Brew Club. And perhaps a switch in the lineup is up this week. We saw Big Yoshi, the captain, not play last weekend. But we'll see what happens. So Redneck Brew Club versus BBU United. Game 1 coming your way. And it is Tier 3 Division 7 matchup. Drone is trying to get on the ball early, not able to get it past Dreiser, and Yoshi going to pick it up in the back orange corner. Deuce putting on the pressure. That's going to go right in front of the orange net. But Dronus wasn't there to capitalize on it early, and Dreiser was able to combine with Big Yoshi to get it out. Deuce and Dronus both getting on it, and Deuce able to get a bump. Can they get the block? They can't. This could still be a shot for Dronus. Doesn't quite get the connection right. And it's going to have to retreat. Big Yoshi threatening a big clearance there. Dreiser going to pick it up, though. A dunk on Dronus. Oh, I'm sorry, on Deuces. Or Deuce. Dronus trying to put it downfield. Not the strongest clear that I'm sure you'll see this evening. But both these players, or both of these teams, I'm sure, are still getting warmed up. And trying to find their rhythm and their pace in this match. And Dronus, the pre-flip to block Dreiser's clearance from the net. And my fellow community casts are gonna put Redneck Brew Club up 1-0 just after a minute into this match. Jonas winning the 50, gonna let Deuce come in for it. Oh, it gets past Dreiser. The shot is wide from Deuce. Jonas with the follow-up, and 2 quick goals in succession for Jonas. Redneck doubling their lead over BB United. It's a great follow-through from Jonas with the net gaping. An easy slot through, but able to stay calm and collected here in the early stages. Let's see what BB United have in their bag of tricks to try to get themselves back into game number 1, but Deuce up so quickly and from so far away. The big 50 from Jonas sent just above the orange net, dangling like a fishing pole in the water for Deuce to latch onto. And they do convert, making it 3 goals within the first minute and 30 seconds of game number 1. And I know I said that both teams look to be finding their rhythm and their pace, but Redneck, just in that moment, we're ready to switch into second gear. They scored 3 goals in quick succession. Dreiser gets that one out to the midfield, tries to pop it over to Deuce, but Deuce turns away, recognizing that they need to put more space between them. Jonas high in the orange corner. Gonna try to fall off the wall and get to it, but they can't quite get their car to go towards the net. Bumps Yoshi to allow Deuce to try to make something happen. But Dreiser getting the touch out to the orange corner. Jonas and Deuce both in that orange corner. Need to separate it a little bit more. Deuce gonna take it around off their back wall. Yoshi to the midfield line. Jonas there. Deuce thinking about turning on it. They will now. Not quite the touch of the mid that they were looking for. Jonas still going to be able to get a shot on, though, and that is going to be goal number 4 for Redneck Brew Club. Jonas with the hat trick, as Yoshi decided to cut in to try to block as well. There was no second man on that shot to try to cover the net. It was a great shot from Jonas, so there may not have been that time anyways for a defender to try to fly in and get the save. Dreiser narrowly avoiding the demo. Deuce trying to put it on target. Yoshi earning their savior medal. And Brew having an early advantage here in this series. That could be goal number 5, but there's not enough power on it. Yoshi able to deal with it kindly. But Jonas recognizing that Yoshi not making contact on that ball quickly. Came in to pick up possession. Oh, but they're going to give it away off of that misflip, but get it right back. Little air dribble to the midfield. It gets past one defender. 50 with the second. Yoshi up for it. What can they do to try to get it past Jonas? Deuce coming in. Dreiser reading the play. Deuce is setting it in front of the blue net, but neither Dreiser nor Yoshi in a spot to capitalize. Oh, that's a well-placed shot from Yoshi, but Dronis with a huge save to keep the clean sheet for now. Dronis picking up the ball, trying to bait Yoshi. The challenge does go off well, though, in the follow-through towards the net. Blocked out. Seems a bit too late for BBU to seriously make a comeback now, but can they get a consolation to give them some momentum going into game number 2? Dreiser got the follow-up. It's going to be the first man on the defense as well. Jonas Off the corner, get it past one, but Dreiser was on the backboard. Deuces tried getting the follow through. Oh, can they keep it? Can they get the 0-second goal? And it goes wide. And Redneck Brew Club with the clean sheet over BBU in game number 1. Redneck Brew off to a great start here in the series, but BBU Jurassic have some catching up to do. Got to find their rhythm and create some more opportunities for themselves. With Redneck dominating a lot of the offense there. 9 shots to BBU's 2. Absolutely, Miggy Slayer. Jonas was killing it. A hat trick, an assist, and 1 save for Jonas there in game number 1. You always start slow, so it's fine. Look better in the second half. It was. There was that 3-goal sprint from Redneck before the halfway point, and Jurassic only giving up 1 in that last half. So it did look better, and hopefully that improvement continues through to game number 2. So game number 2 between Brewing Esports and Best Buds United. Jonas winning the kickoff here. But Dreiser to follow it up. Trying to get a shot. It's just a bit wide. Bigoshi all the way at the midfield. 50'd by one of the Brew players. Oh, Jonas from the tight... Deuce from the tight angle. A big 50 on Bigoshi there. And Deuce with a great angle to put it at that front post too. A great start for Redneck Brew Club as they look to continue with the momentum they got from game number 1. But Dreiser with a kickoff goal, tying things up straight away. And Dreiser just a slightly better contact on the ball there. And Jonas going for that corner boost, not able to turn around in time. Jonas going to follow this one into the orange corner with a full boost pad. But touched it a bit too far, and Dry going to kick it out to where Deuce is. Deuce going to try to 50 big Yoshi here. The fake challenge and the follow from Yoshi, and the second touch was high. Deuce flying in, and now Drone is going to try to dribble it out. But Deuce and Big Yoshi still threatening. It's a great opportunity for Big Yoshi. But just couldn't find the right touches to convert. Oh, and a big dunk from Dronus. Oh, Dryers is nowhere to be seen, and they finally... there's so many names with D's in here. Oh my goodness. Really confusing me. So to set the record straight, we've got Big Yoshi and Dryer for BBU, and Big Yoshi with the lift and the fake follow-up. Certainly baited Dronus in. And Deuce going onto that back wall expecting the follow-up. But yes, Dronus and Deuce, part of Redneck Brewing. And Yoshi and Dryers. Dreiser, part of BBU. Pass infield from Big Yoshi. It's not going to quite get to the backboard, but it's still touched away. Big Yoshi able to get it to the sidewall. And now carrying it out to midfield. Dreiser could be able to put this one on target. They won't. They're going to give it to Big Yoshi. Puts it back towards the middle. Deuce is in net. Dreiser almost got there first. And this is much better from BBU. Just in the first 2 minutes, they've already looked a lot more threatening than they did in game number 1. They certainly have the goals to show for it now, but just in the general play as well. Oh, and that is close from Jonas, but they do get the follow-up. Goal number 1 for Dronys, and number 2 for Redneck BREW, who have tied up the game. 2 minutes and 43 seconds left. We're at 2-2 between both of these teams. Redneck BREW looking to put themselves on match point by the end of this game. Dronys tries to follow it up. Deuce with the shot and the whiff from the defender. BBU tried challenging there, but Dronys blocking them away from the challenge, and Deuce putting it on target. And the other BBU defender not able to get the save. Redneck BREW back in the lead, 3-2. Dronys in the air, gonna go to ground and try to get a bump on BBU. Almost does. Oh, the good fake from Deuce, but it could be bad. Dreiser gets the shot, but it's off the post. Deuce gonna try to counterattack as quickly as possible. Dreiser in a good position to get the block on Deuce. Oh, it came. BBU should get around it. They can't. A little bit too much pace on the ball when it's shot out like that. Dreiser, their shot blocked by Dronys and followed up by Deuce. BBU popping it high into the net, trying to get the air follow. Oh, they couldn't get a third touch. The shot from Dreiser comes in. An opportunity well worked by Yoshi. That touch off the, or high off the wall, and the follow through to get it past Dronys. Dreiser in the right position and had enough speed to get through both of them. Tied up once again. This is a much more even game between Redneck and BBU. With BBU and Dreiser certainly finding their rhythm in game number 2. Oh, Dronys almost gets the shot to sneak under the bar. But it's close, but no cigar on that shot. Dreiser backflip to get it past Dronys. Deuce gonna pick it up. The follow up from the wall, Dreiser sending it to the opposite side of the field. BBU beats Dronys. Gonna get the touch inside. Oh, that might just go all the way. And it does. The follow-up touch or a pass in field? Whoever heard of that? I'll just put it in myself. BBU rolling that one from the right sidewall onto the corner, and then the backboard. And the ball still finding its home in the back of the net. 45 seconds, and BBU find themselves up 1-0. Oh, but BBU couldn't get that challenge on Dronys. And Dronys gonna take advantage. Well, they actually beat BBU twice there. Once on the initial touch, and then the follow-up when Yoshi cut in again. And Dreiser stuck in the midfield. Excuse me, so they weren't able to track back. Dreiser not able to get it past Deuce. Dronys, that shot sent wide, or high and wide actually. And Deuce with the follow-up, it's gonna roll all the way to the net. Deuce with a good cut, Yoshi flying in. And Dreiser not in a great position, like once again, to cover up the challenge. 60 seconds left. BBU need a goal, or else Redneck gonna go on match point here. Dreiser got the demo on Dronys, but Yoshi couldn't find him with an infield pass. This could be a 6-1 for Brewing. It's up the crossbar. Dronys comes in, and now both Brewing players on hat tricks. A great follow from Deuce to beat at that front post. And the ball falling down and out off the crossbar, but Dronys there to finish it. And Redneck Brewing Club taking it game number 2, from a much improved BBU, but who now have the defensive errors to work out and are now tasked with a reverse sweep. Absolutely, this was a much better game overall, but certainly for BBU. I mean, if we look at just the shots, 11 shots for Redneck, but 9 for BBU. So much closer in that regard. And BBU, 4 goals to show for it. Unfortunately, their defense just not holding up, and they're not able to hang on to 2 leads that they had. If Kings is in the chat, that dainty flick was for you. But Redneck BREW now on match point. And BBU, while looking better, still do have some improvement to be made if they want to take at least 1 game off of Redneck BREW. And here it is, game number 3. Redneck looking to complete the sweep over Dreiser and Big Yoshi. Big Yoshi to Dreiser. Dreiser putting it off the backboard. Yoshi coming in, but Deuce is trying to follow it up. Dreiser gets the bump. Deuce, a demo on Big Yoshi. Backfield is open for a few seconds, but it's not the counterattack, not able to come out quick enough. Big Yoshi now on the ball, sending that one towards the net. It's still wide. Dronus on it. Or Deuce on it. Oh, Yoshi, that touch back behind Dronus! And Dreiser's able to follow it through. 1-0 in favor of BBU. But we saw them give up 2 leads in game number 2. Can they hang on to this one for the rest of the match? They'll need to keep up the goal scoring that we saw in game number 2, but a lockdown defense that we haven't quite seen from them yet. Let's see whether they can adapt and bring that into their game here. As Big Yoshi gets it into the blue corner. Jonas, light touches, but Deuce taking it off of Jonas's hood. Allowing Dreiser to come in. This could be a shot for Dreiser. It still goes wide. The follow from Yoshi is wide as well. There's Jonas with full boost now. Oh, this is going to be a huge air dribble. Gets under the flip reset. And the dunk by Dronus. A fantastic play to tie it up for Brewing Esports. Dronus getting, I believe that they got that flip reset, but I don't think they actually used it. Simply using it to position themselves to get the dunk off of the potential clearance from BBU. And a brilliant play from Dronus, now equalizing for Brewing Esports. Dronus popping it up. Gonna try to get the fall off the backboard. They can't. Yoshi kicking it out. At least to midfield. They do have the positioning and the boost advantage. It's past infield, but it's too far for Dreiser, who gets demoed. Could this be an opportunity for Deuce? Can they get it quick enough? Dronus going for the demos. It went after... Dronus went after Dreiser, but Yoshi was the one who was able to make the save. Dreiser, 50 with Dronus, still going towards the blue net. Yoshi's up for it. They can't get there before Deuce could, though. Yoshi now in the middle. As Dronus takes it wide. Some more back and forth possession from both of these teams. Deuce onto the backboard. It's not a strong touch. Dreiser not getting a strong touch either. Is Dronus able to get the clearance for now? No boost to work with, though, so they've got to be smart about how they handle it. They did get into the orange corner, but Deuce still not in a great position. Oh, that's a big bump from Dronys. Deuce not with the right positioning, and Yoshi not able to take control of that one. Dronys earning a brace with quick pressure and able to capitalize off of Big Yoshi's mistake. Over 2 minutes left. BBU now behind. And they'll need a couple goals to avoid getting swept. Big demo from Deuce on Dreiser. If Dronys had any boost left, they probably would have followed that up. Downfield from Yoshi. A good 50 from Dronys and Yoshi. Deuce able to get it to Dronys, who sends it on target. It's going to be just wide, and the ball rolls up onto the ceiling. But Dronys can't follow it up immediately. Deuce off the backboard. Dronys coming in again. Off the backboard one more time. Can they get the double tap? It's a back pass to Deuce, who tries to send it behind the defender. But it does go too wide, beyond target. Big demo from Yoshi, but the ball given up once again to Dronys, who takes a shot. Yoshi forced into the save. Another good block coming out from the BB defense. Yoshi gonna pick this one up themselves. Low boostos, they can't do much with it. Guys are gonna pick this one up off the back wall. Over to whiff, infield pass. This is dangerous for them. Yoshi able to get the touch for now. 50 between Deuce and Dreiser, and Deuce got right under it. Dronys turning around, puts it off the back wall. Nobody in the net. So Dronys couldn't get it, and a whiff from Deuce. Big Yoshi, can they get it on target? Oh, they do, but Dronys with a speedy recovery, able to clear it out. A missed opportunity from Yoshi. Dreiser up for it. Got it past Dronys. Can they get it past Deuce? It needs to be a quick pass infield. Oh, and Dreiser whiffs it. It's on the sidewall now. They need to keep it up. A big 50 from Deuce. It's gonna. Oh, Dronys keeps it up, and it's going to hit the ground. And Redneck BREW with the sweep over Best Buds United. Game number 1 for Redneck. Really pretty dominant. Absolutely, Dronys. You're very welcome for the cast. But BBU getting outclassed in game number 1, but can be very proud of themselves for the way that they played in game number 2 and 3, as it was much closer between these two teams in those 2 games. Unfortunate that BBU couldn't take a game off, but still some gameplay to be proud of there. GG's to both of these teams, and good luck to both of them as they continue with the circuit.